Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we're doing a reading for the collective. Oh yeah. So I'm being called to give another message to the collective. Been getting a few downloads, so I'm kind of getting that there is someone out there who's really experiencing this feeling of almost depression. Let's see what's coming up. We have an offer here. They may be depressed about not coming in yet, or this could be you that they haven't come in yet. Let's see. Yeah, they want to take a leap of faith with you. They want to bring in that big offer with that. It's a mature offer. This may be somebody that is I'm getting that song. Whenever it's funny because whenever somebody can't stop thinking about someone, it's that I can't get you out of my head song. I can't get you out of my head, boy. Ba, 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 ba. And it's just like that is the song that I hear when that happens, and this is what's going on here. Yeah, they want to they do want to communicate. They want to message you or messenger you or Facebook you, could be on social media. They're very curious about you. I feel like they're maybe trying to find out some information on you. This may be somebody that doesn't know about you, or if they do know you, they might just be watching you in a sense of either your social media, they are watching your social media. Maybe you have could be through your Facebook, or it could even be, I'm kind of getting a YouTube channel. Maybe you do something online that you have. It's like waiting every day for something. So it's like it's got to be content, and I mean social media content that you put out, that you upload, that you do daily or almost every day. Always that anticipation to see what you're going to say next. This is somebody that is very attractive. Now, either they are an emperor coming through, or there are more than one person watching you or feeling this way about you. Now, if it's one person, they're very attractive. They've conquered all four of the kings to become the emperor. Now, if the emperor comes out at some point along the lines here, then I'm going to say that this is one person. But if it's two, there might be two that are one that wants to provide for you and one that's very attractive. And I feel like they've been around the block, but I feel like they're at that point now where they can't get you out of their mind either. I keep hearing that song. I can't get you out of my head. We have the Nine of Cups. They may be looking for their 10th cup. Now, the Nine of Cups is being single and having their wishes being fulfilled. So they may see you as wish fulfillment. They are content in how things are with them right now. They have that really good sense of well-being, maybe even have achieved things in their life that they've set out to achieve. But I feel like when it comes to love, they're at a point where they're really falling in love with your energy. You may be very attractive too, so they may feel like it's more of a physical, especially for the King of Wands. They can probably get anybody they wish to get, and probably do. And I feel like there's some kind of something here, though. Let's find out, are you both on the same page to receiving love here? to put out and receive and give back and receive. Somebody might be having health issues here. Maybe even stability, affecting their stability. Maybe they can't work because of it. We have, ooh, a thief. Now, they may have robbed you of time in the past. This may be somebody from your past that may have taken you for granted, taken your time, your love, your money, drained you of your energy. Like, I feel like this may be somebody with the thief here. It may not just have been about money. It may have been of your time and your love and all the things that you put into a relationship. They may have taken you for granted. Now, if that's not the case, somebody here has maybe wanting to look after this person in a way of getting something from them. We have number 6 here, which is that caring or being of service. So they may be trying to help this person in the thought that they're going to get some inheritance from this person for helping them, or trying to trick them into leaving them something. Or but with this person in the bad health, it's like they have fundamental values. Like, they're very stable, they're very structured. I feel like they're very traditional. They have values. So that may be why that person feels like they'll feel like they owe me. Is kind of they'll owe me. So if I help them now while they're sick, they're going to give me something in return for this. Hmm. Are you both on the same page? Something's happening in one of these masculines' lives here, or you're, yeah, having to do with courtship. They might be taking, oh, boy, that's kind of sinister. I'm kind of getting 464 may be of significance for angel numbers that you might want to look up on Google. Angel messages, and you can put spiritual behind that, as well as love, wealth, uh, career, health, whatever you want to put in there to find out about. And if you don't put anything in there of health, wealth, or love, or any of those things, those key words, it will just give you a general meaning. So put 464 in the numbers there to give a message from your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and see what they have to say about this. There might be a message directly for a masculine here. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that these two are masculines. These might be two feminines showing up in their masculine energy, because we all have feminine and masculine energy within each and every one of us. So I'm kind of getting these two might be even competing for you. They may even know each other or know one another, but they may have talked about you, and that may have been what put this in motion. This person might be watching this other person. They might be friends. Or were at one point, and it's like, or knew each other of some significance or way here. Tell me, okay, so it looks like maybe you're mirroring each other as well. If your person is in bad health, you might not be feeling very good. Maybe you got the flu, or maybe you got something that's going around, a virus or whatever. There might be somebody that's trying to rob you of this courtship in a sense of not having you two come together. They are in the way. And it might be that they are talking to your person and trying to keep them from coming forward towards you. Now, I've gotten this commonly in some of my readings where somebody is, and that's what karmic is, in a sense of getting in the way of things because they're not really wanting to let go. And with the karmic, it's to learn things, right? So maybe you didn't see something about this person, or your person hasn't seen something about this person and what their true intentions are. And it's about kind of paying attention to those around us the most, because it's usually, I hate to say it, but it's usually somebody in your vicinity that's going to hurt you the most, because you have love for that person, or you have feelings towards that person. And usually, when we have major hurts in our life, it's for us to learn something pretty significant. Okay. And that, I mean, through life lessons, right? So what's this courtship? Why is the thief here with the courtship? What are they stealing from this courtship? Hmm. They want the privileged lady. They want the girl. There might be a group of people talking about this one person, this one girl, this privileged lady that they feel is privileged. Now, maybe they come from a good background, maybe they have wealthy parents, perhaps they're just has that energy of value or worth. They know their self-worth. They're not going to settle for less than what they feel they are deserving of. I don't feel like they're entitled either. It's more like um they may not see that within themselves, which makes them that much more attractive. You know what I mean? Like, people that are really full of themselves come off in a way that is really kind of not very attractive at all, actually. I mean, if you're confident in, but when you sit there and talk about how confident you are and that you can do all these things, and it just makes you look like you're so full of yourself that you don't love anyone but yourself. And I mean, having self-love is good, but I mean, to that extent is ego, right? So there's a fine balance. That's what that scales are all about, right? Is having that balance. So I feel like they don't feel entitled, but they know their worth. They have boundaries in place. They're not going to settle for less than what they are meant to have. Okay, so there may have been an ending here for somebody. Perhaps your person saw what they needed to see here. Okay, perhaps somebody passed away that they are helping. I feel like with a thief there, it kind of makes it sinister, but that may be just what people are thinking, because maybe your person went and helped somebody out of the goodness of their heart, and maybe they were left something. And you know how people can gossip and say, oh, this guy went and helped him so he'd get something. So, I mean, it could be as innocent as all that as well. I mean, take how it resonates for you. Uh, But there is this courtship here. There is an ending coming, whether it's this bad health or this friendship that's here with this thief. Somebody may have seen what they needed to see, that they were just trying to keep this person from you, wanted you to go in a different direction so they could have the girl. They will come in officially here. This is an official person. This could be somebody in the justice field. They could be in the military, army, whatever, navy, any of those um, type of outfits. Uh, I'm kind of getting could be courthouse, could be bailiff, could be a lawyer. Tell me about the official person. Hmm. They are just working hard. We have ascended masters here with number 11. So we have number 3, 10, 22, and 11. So we have two sets of ascended masters trying to come in. So either your your people or ancestors and angels and spirit guides and your person's um people. So it's like that have passed. So it's kind of like two families trying to bring this couple together, and somebody seems to be trying to keep that from happening. And this may be happening every lifetime this karmic comes in. There is a mature man in this setup here. Okay, we have a privileged lady and a mature man. So this mature man, just because they're mature, I mean, they could be older. This could be somebody older. Okay, they are trying to change maybe their mindset or change things around them to come in. Now, this person might be very educated, um, but just because they're mature, they could be mature for their age. They could be an old soul. They could be somebody that has been around the block a few times. This isn't their first rodeo kind of thing, right? So, I mean, they may have had a lot of hurts throughout their lifetime and learned lessons from that. That may be making them more mature than most. Okay. Maybe they've had a hard time throughout life. So let's see. Well, how can this be resolved? What's it going to take to have this resolved? Let's turn that back around where it's upright, so that might help. Okay. So they may have realized that they need to turn over a new leaf here and maybe walk away from a few people, cut a few people out of their life. I'm getting someone is unavailable and a waste of time. It's over. So this may have been this person from the past, like I was kind of feeling. They may be a friend of somebody from the past that is interested in you now, and they may have realized what this person was trying to do, trying to keep them from you. So they may have moved on from this person. That could be what this coffin is about. It could be somebody's past and moved on that way. So take it however it resonates for you. My condolences, of course. I feel like the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later, is what it says. You are going to use your intuition. I'm feeling that strongly, that that is what is happening here. So you may have seen these red flags and decided that this is maybe what you were being led to do as well. It says yes. And luck is on your side. You may feel lucky, or you may feel like you have a leg up, or you might feel like you're have been bewitched by this person, this feminine, this privileged lady, if you are this masculine. I mean, this mature, this person here could be a masculine in a feminine side and vice versa. Okay, so, but generally in these cards, I try to take the gender for the gender that they are. So, but switch it, flip it, however it resonates for you is how to take that. All right, tell me about the love spell. I feel like it's just your personality, to tell you the truth, that's very magnetic. They want to communicate, compromise, forgive, work shit out. Now, this could be this person from the past. They might be trying to come back before this new person comes in for you. You may have manifested. Tell the universe exactly what you want. If you want somebody new, if you want somebody from the past, what you are looking for when it comes, this is how you're going to resolve the situation. You will get communication. So decide what you want to do so that it comes in for you. We have two people that are in the king state. So they've learned a lot of lessons in order to get to that point. And if it is your emperor here that we're talking about, this masculine that may be from the past, that wants to have forgiveness or communicate and work stuff out with you, um, even if they're new, I mean, I feel like you're going to tell the universe, no, I don't want this person back, or yes, let them come in. Well, you deserve love. Either way, you are lovable. I feel like you're very magnetic if you are this privileged lady or if you are this mature man. I feel like this is something that's meant to happen. Okay, so there was some codependency here at one point. Now, that could have been you, and I feel like that may have been addressed. I feel like that part of you could be overdone with. And if it's not you, it's your person. Now, it could be addictions. That could be you. I mean, it's not to say that it is, but if you're here, likely are you that you are working to make yourself a better version of yourself. So you're going to be giving things up in order to do that, or changing your behavior in some way, shape, or form to make that better version of yourself, right? So codependency, that could be an addiction, or it could be just that they feel addicted to your energy. So, I mean, take it how it resonates for you. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So now this person may have visions of getting married or going and taking you somewhere. Now, this could be somebody that has money and is very attractive if this is your emperor. If this is two people, I feel like either way, uh, somebody wants to take you away and go on holiday with you and really have that romance, that connection with you. Yeah, they feel you're worth waiting for. They may see you as their end all be all, their person, their the love of their life. They may have already fallen in love with you just through your social media. This is your soulmate. I feel like this is somebody that is definitely vibing with you. That soul connection, that deep feeling, that soul level, right? Maybe you have similar values. Maybe you're a lot alike in a lot of ways where you think relatively the same. You may even feel like you've known each other through lifetimes, past lives. You're going to make each other feel quite special, like they are the only person in your energy, and that un that unconditional love, that acceptance of who you are. They're not trying to change you. They're trying to love you for they've accepted who you are. Like when you meet, if they're new, they're going to get to know who you are, of course. It's that part's going to take time or whatever the case is. I feel like it's wrapped up in a whirlwind romance. It's like going to be so captivating that you're not going to see anyone else and they're not going to see anyone else. It's just going to be like so wrapped up in each other that it's very intoxicating, is what I'm getting there. I feel like this person is taking control of their life. They're freeing selves up, so maybe from this codependency of addiction or of feeling dependent on others, or I don't know, maybe on a friendship even. I feel like those days are over. Like maybe they were a bit of a player, if they're very attractive and have the means to do whatever they want money wise. I feel like they may have been a bit of a maybe having fun, maybe it's been around the block already, and they're looking for that person. They want a real connection. I feel like somebody that really loves them. They're going to keep an open mind. I feel like it's almost like they may even come into this connection uh, differently, or come in through the same way and feel differently about this connection. Like they've never felt like this before. They've never been treated as good as they have. It's something different, and they weren't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to fall in love. It's kind of Yeah, or the passion I feel for this person, allowing their heart and soul to kind of connect with you. Ah, your love life is being affected by children. So you may have children, they may have children already, or they want to have children. And that may be through you. They are feeling. Now, whether you can or not, if you can't have children, maybe you already have children. Maybe they already have children. It's take it how it resonates, flip it, switch it, whatever you need to do there. All right. Now, this is essentially what your hearts are really saying about one another, that magnetic pull to one another. I'm getting, let's see what your souls might be saying to one another. What is your soul saying about this person? Okay, so honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship become stronger. Now, I feel like you might be feeling this, or it could be a person, or you're both mirroring each other. This could be a twin flame soulmate connection, which is a divine connection in my eyes, where it's both sets, where it's sort of like a twin flame, where you're going to learn things from each other. You're going to feel that electric frequency, or even um, that telepathic type of connection. And I'm also feeling like, but then you still have that soul and really feeling special and unique, like there's no one else in the room, uh, and that lifetime, like you've known each other all your lives. I feel like you're on this person's mind quite often. Now, maybe they've seen you, heard about you, or they've obviously seen your social media. So, how they came to find that out, it could have been gossip around the town. Maybe you're just moved back to town. Maybe you've been there for a few years. Maybe somebody saw you and was talking about you. Somebody has alerted someone else to your energy, where they are seeing you in a different light. If this other person has tried to poison their mind about you, I feel like they're seeing you for who you really are. I don't follow what other people say. I find out for myself. Because most people that have been hurt are not going to exactly say their part in the situation. And most of the time, it's all about how the other person hurt them and what the other person did and how they were the one at fault and blah, 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 blah. And it's usually hurt people are talking about how, whether they were in the right or wrong, they are going to talk shit about the other person. And the reason they do that is because they're feeling guilty about how they were treating the other person, or vice versa. Not always, but sometimes. And it's like, you are such a terrible person in this other person's eyes if they're two friends, but they're not seeing you that way. They're seeing you for who you really were or are. Maybe you're not the same as who you used to be. People change, of course, over time. They grow up once they have life lessons, right? There's that growth. Tell me what your souls are saying to one another. What are your souls saying to one another? Trust. So you both may have trust issues, and embrace your loving connection and rejoice. So you both may be a little apprehensive about this. Now, I feel like I can't get you off of my mind, and that might be them wanting to come forward, feeling like they can't because of this other person. But because that's ended now, they might be feeling um, okay to maybe communicate with you. Okay, there's a lot of passion, that soul thing. That might be asking their kids about you, or what they think about you, blah blah blah. But they really see a lot of potential in this. Now, I am going to say this. If you see potential in somebody, that's great. That's awesome. But if that person doesn't see the same potential as what you're seeing, you might be waiting a whole lifetime for them to step into something they are never going to step into. And for you to be thinking that this person is going to become this is um is not uncommon. Especially for women. And not every woman, of course, but a lot of the time we see them for what we want them to be or what we feel they could be. And that's that long-term outlook on things, right? So I mean that's one thing. But if this person doesn't see their own potential, they'll never step into it. And it's going to be a lot of chronic disappointments throughout your life because this person could be this person, but they aren't being this person. So instead of seeing what they could be, see them for who they are now. Because that is where the misconception goes, where you're thinking, okay, they've got so much potential. I can see myself long term with this person. See them for who they are right now and accept them for who they are if they are worthy of being accepted, of course, right? In your heart. So, I mean, look at it in those terms and and you can't go wrong because you're going to accept somebody for who they are. They're not going to cross your boundaries. You're going to have those boundaries put in place, of course. And as spirit saying, be open to accepting divine guidance in your relationship. And I feel like that is important because there's no rule book on how relationships go. People are different. We all have different personalities, blah, blah, blah. I mean, so be open to that guidance. Don't shut yourself off. Okay. So that's too many. There is illusion, cherish, and marriage in here. So, but they were all in the reverse. So I feel like I don't feel like this has come in yet. A marriage of soul union, illusions, avoiding a trap, and cherish your relationship. And I feel like this hasn't happened here yet. But I'm going to put those back. I'm being called to do so. So, oh, soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust the process. So being open to receiving, um, and to prepare that this person may be coming back around or this person is coming in for you if it's a new person. Now, remember, you're asking for whoever you're asking for. If it's to rekindle, this could be somebody from your past life. If it's somebody new, if it's somebody that's from the past, well, then yeah, rekindle is going to be um, what is going to happen. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So even if you have a great moment with them when you first meet them, that moment can be brought back to life and be rekindled in those moments. Even just bringing up that moment can rekindle things. When you talk about, oh, remember how we met and blah blah blah, and all those feelings about how you felt at that time can rekindle things. So that's maybe what you're thinking about, how things used to be or that you want them to be. There is a love bond that grows stronger over time with this person. That's kind of why there's blinders on when it comes to anyone else. I feel like you don't see anyone else, you just see yourself with this person, or they see themselves with you. The universe is guiding you to that special person. Allow everything to take its natural course. Don't try to navigate it. Spirit's bringing me in my person. Oh, it must be them, must be them, must be them, must be them. You know what I'm saying? So just let things come in naturally. And I feel like you're going to be by opening up to receiving and putting yourself out there, maybe even being open to it is where you're more approachable. Let's put it that way. Maybe you weren't so approachable. Maybe you were just kind of navigating your own life right now and kind of have your being in the now, right? Which is where you're supposed to be. Not yesterday and not tomorrow with the past or the future, but being in the now, right? Wow, enlightenment. Okay. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. Now, enlightenment could be what you're thinking about. Is this person spiritual? Are they doing spiritual work, or have they been enlightened to this connection? And I want to say yes, they are. Past lives. I really did feel that if it wasn't somebody from your past, it is somebody new, but you had a past life with this person. May have had more than one past life. So let's look at the past lives right now. Let's see where you fall in for the past life connection, how you may have met, how you may have known each other, or whatever it comes. So perhaps you were a person of finances back then, or your person was. Maybe in the bank, you may have been male or a female. Sometimes you come back as different sexes, depending on your journey of what you're meant to do. Perhaps you switch sexes with your partner and they come back as a feminine and you come back as a masculine, or feminine, or masculine. I mean, there's no judgment here whatsoever on your sexual preference. Okay, so, but back then, that may have been a thing. Now, whether you were male and female, or male, female, or male, male, female, female, there may have been some type of inquisition about maybe your sexual preference. Maybe imprisonment was part of that. Or you may have been prosecuted to do with finances. So somebody may have gone into slavery or imprisonment in past lives due to finances or even sexual preferences. Maybe had to pay a fine. Wow, you were here in Atlantis times. Wow, that's a long, long, long time ago now, because Atlantis is underwater. So maybe it always was. Let's see here. What else? Hmm. I'm kind of getting you may have been a monk or a nun at one point in your life, really taken to the Lord, whoever your Lord is, like whoever you like. We have so many different religions and things. So, I mean, whatever you're religious about, whether it was in a church or otherwise, Buddha or whatever, I feel like you were solely very how do I put that, celibate, celibate, and were not really open to having any relationship with anyone. This could have been in, I feel like even has maybe things happened here. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm kind of getting this was what happened maybe here, maybe why you went to prison or was put into slavery or something to do with that. Maybe you had the finances to get you out of it. Maybe you managed finances and took the money to pay for your penance. I'm not really sure what that's about, but your angels really come through though, and I feel like they do in every lifetime to help you navigate your journey. Yeah, the high priestess and priest. You may have been a witch in the days past. Yeah, you have been here a long time. You may even be a starseed. That may be why your light is so bright, why people are so magnetic towards you. You just ooze that unconditional love. Like you're just a beautiful soul. Yeah, biblical times. I'm getting like you may have been classed as a witch. Now, this could have been after biblical times for this part here. I am getting biblical. I'm getting this here. Oh, it's got a lot to say about the one time that you came back. There was many lessons you may have learned in this lifetime with all of these cards coming through. There was a major lesson that you learned about something here. My candle's kind of dancing around there. Tell me about the high priestess or priest. Trust and faith. Yeah, your angels. I feel like you really felt a connection with your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, even to spirit. I'm getting in this time that you were here. Now, let's see here. Anything else for your past life? Spirituality and religion. So I'm really getting that no matter what lifetime you came in, there was this gift that you had always had in all your lifetimes through your angels. You always had that intuition or even gifts like psychic abilities. The clairs is what I'm getting, a lot of clairs. So claircognizant, clairsentient, clairaudient, like you had a lot of clairs. You were able to tap into each of your clairs. Not everybody can. We all have the ability, but some people are able to tap in easier than others, or they've never learned or never wanted to learn. Let's see, Atlantis. Tell me about that. Yeah, you may have been a mother in that time, in the Atlantis time. What about galactic? Tell me about galactic. Oh, you are an authority figure here in galactic times. Ah, yes. You were sent here to do lessons and blessings. You may even be karma yourself. Um, People that do you wrong end up getting karma for the way they treat you. I feel like maybe even throughout your whole life, people have treated you in a way of their demons, that jealousy and that envy about you has always been there. I'm picturing a kid coming home and saying to mom, "Why don't they like me? What did I ever do to them? I never did anything to them. Why are they being like that to me?" And it's because your light provokes their demons. It really does. And you may not have never understood it, but they're jealous of your light, your personality, your soul, what you exude throughout your whole life. I'm getting, and you may just be people's lessons, and they may see you as a blessing when they meet you because of your energy. You really give off that amazing energy. Ah, I'm getting trees now. Trees may have some significance to you. Maybe you climbed trees when you were a kid, planted trees as a job. You may even, I'm getting that just the beauty of the earth and nature through trees, like the whole function of a tree, like how it helps with oxygen and oxygenating the earth and having that oxygen for the earth. And you know what I mean, like this, the way the sun comes through the leaves, and maybe you take a lot of pictures of trees. Huh. Okay, well, let's move on. Let's see, where am I at here? We got your heart, your soul. What's your spirit saying about this relationship? Like your spark within that, what you exude, that unconditional love. What is it saying here? Prosperity. And I'm meant to have it in the upright, is what I'm getting here. Prosperity. All right. Okay, something hasn't taken root yet. I think I've got these upside down, do I? Maybe I did. I don't know. But if they came out the way I'm meant to, okay, okay. No, I'm supposed to keep it in the upright. Thank you. All right. So I have prosperity at number 8, which has to do with your success. Whatever you are doing at this moment, maybe you started a business, maybe you have a really good job, maybe whatever you're doing, you're gaining your prosperity here. There's going to be something very prosperous coming up for you, I'm getting. We have 8-8, so you might want to take a look at what that number means. Something's going to take root here. You're gonna put down roots, so you might end up putting roots down with somebody here, this person, whoever's coming in for you. You're going to maybe buy a home together and put down roots. You're going to find a place that you want to live together, and there's going to be a whole situation coming through here. Tell me about what your spirit is saying about this. Wow. So there's a lot of growth here. So I felt like this is going to be a change for you, and it's going to help you grow. Now, having a divine connection is somebody you can learn from. Having that twin flame connection and soulmate connection, you're going to push each other to do better, and you're also going to be best friends, like a soul tribe type of energy here, where things are going to be in a way that you feel complete with this person. Yeah, there's your intuition again. You're definitely not going to mess around with that. You have intuition and self reward. You're going to be rewarded for something that's going on here, maybe for the growth and the balance. Okay, so you know how to balance your energy, having those boundaries put in place. You are karma. Look at what came out. Karma. I feel like people that learn from you, that karma is ending here. So with your person, I feel like if you were karma to a lot of people, oh, you're protected too. Look at that came out. I feel like when it comes to this, once you two come together, I feel like it's going to be very protected. It's not going to be something that people can mess with. And this karma is going to end as well with the number 10, because I feel like you were people's karma, but when you meet your soul person, the person you're meant to be with, they're not going to experience karma, because then you experience karma. This is going to be a protected type of energy here where the two of you are going to come together. Let's see here. Is What am I asking? What do you need to know? Family and tribe. So this person definitely is your family and your tribe. This is going to be somebody that you're meant to be with. They're going to lift you up and not tear you down. There's a difference. Yeah, that Phoenix rising. This is such a big change, because you may have been down on your luck at one point, and now it's everything is going up, up, up. You've already hit rock bottom, is what I heard here. Courage. Yeah, you have the courage and the strength to keep continuing on. Discover your life purpose. There might be something you're meant to be doing with this person, which is number 11, was your ascended masters coming through for this inner child. So you may view things in such a way that you're a lot of fun, like that inner child, like you laugh and you have a good time. You're not afraid to make yourself look silly, where you know what I mean? Like you're humble. Like you you know what I mean? Like you're good with who you are. You don't care if you make fun of yourself to get a laugh, or you know what I mean? Like you're a lot of fun to be around. And you maybe look at life in the eyes of a child, like wow kind of outlook on life. Like, this is so beautiful, and appreciate what spirit brought to mankind through Earth itself, through Mother Gaia, like healing. You're gonna heal this. I feel like you're healing, and your other person, your person's gonna heal as well. Um, this maybe is in a way of that optimism, or that those lighthearted communication that you have with this person. You just have that effect on people, help them heal. You might be a healer because you get that help from above. There's that number 9. It's going to bring in your fulfillment here. Let's see. Self love. I feel like you're doing that right now and exuding that beautiful energy because you value yourself. I feel like you maybe have learned some type of self worth here. Let's look. What are your dreams saying about this person? Okay. This hasn't taken root yet, and your wealth maybe hasn't come in just yet. And this may be what you class as wealth is love. It's not about the dollar so much for you. It might be about love. Maybe you already have your own money. You don't need the money. You just want the love relationship. You might realize too that with love, having love in your heart, and loving people unconditionally, that is what's going to bring in this money. Is because having that love, there's no other higher frequency. So perhaps you don't have that mindset yet, or you do have the mindset, but this hasn't all come to fruition for you just yet. Remember, you have to actually decide one way or another. Is it someone from the past you want, or is it somebody new in your life that you would like to have come in? And once you have made that decision and stick with it, so next week, oh, I want my person from the past now instead of a new person, or changing it up isn't going to help manifest it in. It has to be one decision and cut the rest. So if you don't want the past, then you cut that tie. I don't want that. I want someone new. And that's what's going to come in for you. And you got to stick with that. I just want someone new. So what do we have here? We have food. You might be thinking about food in your dreams. Maybe you're hoping this person cooks. You're thinking about a few things here. Ooh, about the doctors, about your health, maybe. I'm kind of getting with that, with the ring there. I'm getting doctors. If you're going to get married, most traditionally, you get your sexual health looked at first, and to make sure everybody's good, right? There's some sailing. Maybe you have a boat, or maybe you've always wanted to go sailing. Maybe you always went sailing. Maybe that's something you like to do, or you did it in your childhood or in your adult life. Stranger. So this may be somebody you know. It's coming up in the reverse. So this may be somebody you know, but that does not mean that it's somebody from the past where you've been with that person, or they were a love interest at the time. The stranger that you isn't a stranger to you. You might know of them, or seen them before, or met them once or twice through someone else, so you recognize them, is what is saying to me. Number 7, which is you may reflect, oh, I kind of know who this is. There's that knowledge of this person, or that um, analysis that you might kind of register that, oh yeah, I kind of remember this person from somewhere. Okay, I am just going to pause for a second. One landed on the floor. Okay, so it came up crossing. So this is artwork. You may be very creative. Maybe you like the arts, as in music or acting, or thinking about maybe an art project that you're doing. Number 7, and mountains. You might like to go out in nature and hike, or you might like to have inspiration for your artwork. Maybe you go out and paint or draw and then come back and paint, or whatever the case is. But let's find out. These are all things in your dreams that might mean something to you, or be messages from spirit where you're, it's going to spark something of a memory of who maybe this is. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Thinking. Stability. So you may be thinking crossing, it's coming out crossing. So your stability is something that is really going to come in with this person. So perhaps it is an earth sign with this King of Pentacles, or it could be a fire sign, which is the King of Wands. It could be a water sign with the Nine of Cups. Could be an air sign with, could be any of the signs by the looks of it. And with the Fool, I mean, that is Uranus. That's how unique you are. And this person wants to take that leap of faith with you. They've been watching you. So let's have a look here at what the outcome is when it comes to this person. You need to believe in your manifestations, is what I'm getting. You might see symbols or some type of sign that's kind of eluding you before, and you might be taking notice of it now. So maybe it's a feather and it means something to you. It sparks some memory for you. Acceptance and having the courage to come in, if you were the one meant to come in here for this feminine, or now you may be happy right now, but I feel like that's going to turn around fairly quickly. You may not be happy about something in this. What is happiness coming up in reverse? Okay, you might be thinking, oh, about control issues. You're not going to be controlled. So if this person is coming in to try to control your life, I feel like there's something to do with control here. I feel like this is a boundary that can't be crossed. You won't be happy if this person is trying to come in and control the situation. I feel like you know that you have to take things naturally. So, I want this, this, and this, and this. Yeah, no, it can't be like that. So having it one step at a time, being in your day-to-day life where you're concentrating on yourself. When this person comes in, you may feel like they're trying to overtake your life, or maybe change too much or go too quickly, or trying to navigate something in a particular way, and it's not going to make you happy. You're wanting this to go in a natural pace. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a change. And maybe that is what the problem is. You might be enjoying your life the way it is right now. Maybe you're single and you're kind of doing you. But if you're wanting this to come in and manifesting this to come in, you got to take it with the changes. It can't just be the way it is now and then just adding someone to it. When you add that person in, there has to be compromises in things of what you're going to do when it comes time for you, the two of you, to be together. There has to be some type of making time for one another, and work, and taking time for that, and blah blah blah. Maybe this person wants to provide and doesn't want you to work, but maybe you want to work because you like what you're doing. Now, that control, I mean, that has got to be your decision. So nobody can make that decision for you. I mean, you can talk about it, but if you really feel strongly about something and whatnot, because there are people out there that want to provide. And if they have the means, they want to go and live their retirement life. Maybe if it's somebody older and they're retired, they may not want you to work either because they want to go and travel or do this or that. But if you really want to keep what you're doing, um, that may have to have some type of compromise with that. So there is luck and tranquility here. So things I feel things are going to be just fine. I feel like you don't have to worry about this. Just let things go in the way they're meant to go here. There's a lot of luck here for this to turn out right. You might be finished your healing, or this person is waiting until they're fully healed, because the healing is in reverse. So I feel like for you two to come together, especially if they're in the king state or in the emperor state, they're definitely going to come in healed already. They're not going to be coming in and still be needing to heal. Yeah, there might be somebody that you have a blood bond with, um, that's bringing this together, with this connection. So maybe it's your brother's friend that knows a friend or so that's related, or somebody's related here that introduces you to this person, or there's a blood bond here, blood brother, blood sister, something along those lines. Oh, we have awareness and a state of mind. We have the air element coming through. So this person may be an air sign. You might be an air sign. Take it however it resonates. But you're looking at your state of mind here, and you're fully aware of how you're feeling. I feel like you're going to make whatever this is with this person, about being aware of their state of mind. So just in order to communicate better, maybe being a little more chill, you're not so uptight, and you might be more relaxed, and you don't react emotionally. You really have mastered what you're going to put your energy into, is kind of what I'm getting with that. Yeah, there's that balance. It's coming back through again with the tiger's eye. So maybe you have a tiger's eye ring or necklace or some type of stone that you have around that is a tiger's eye. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, this went way beyond than I thought it was. It's only, it's over an hour, but there's a lot of information in here. And whoever I'm connecting with here for this connection, it is coming in. You have to decide what you're looking for at this time. It's kind of like I want my free time, but I still want somebody to share it with. But I want my free time. I want somebody to share it with. And you kind of, it's to have both, you're going to have that openness of accepting this and then making the time for this person. Right. And I feel like it's going to be like a whirlwind romance. It's going to maybe go quicker than you thought it was going to. And you might have to pump the brakes because they're getting a little overwhelmed about and caught up in each other. And I kind of see marriage coming through here. I mean, definitely not right away, maybe. I feel like you might take time. It might be a long engagement or something along those lines, but I feel like you're going to know that you want to be with this person. Um, if it's somebody from the past, you might even have children with this person. So anyhow, that's what I have, collective. Please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, I appreciate all those people that do those things with the thumbs up and the subscription. That really does help. And of course, all the donations. I appreciate the donations and the super thanks. And I have put in a big order. I'm getting 8 different decks. Thank you to all those who have donated. I appreciate that. It does help with the channel where I'm actually not putting a whole bunch of my own money into getting the products. I mean, all the money that I make from the channel goes into getting those things anyways. So, and that way it keeps us having something to talk about. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.